From the moment Abby and Brittany Hensel were born, their story captured the hearts and imaginations of people around the world. Conjoined twins, they shared a body but had separate heads, leading to a unique and extraordinary life. Together, they grew up as one, facing challenges most of us can't even imagine. But today, their journey is taking a surprising turn. Abby and Brittany are no longer together. The decision to live separately was one that shocked their fans and followers across the globe. Stick around until the end of this video to learn what led to this monumental choice and how they're adjusting to life apart. Abby and Brittany were born in 1990, conjoined at the torso. As young children, they faced challenges every day. Walking, eating, dressing, and even talking all required cooperation between the two. Despite these challenges, they became famous for their ability to navigate the world together. Through documentaries and public appearances, they shared their journey with the world, becoming a symbol of resilience and teamwork. They showed that no matter the circumstances, with determination and a strong bond, anything is possible. As the years passed, Abby and Brittany grew older, and their lives began to change. What was once a harmonious relationship between two sisters began to shift. They were no longer just children, and the demands of adulthood were starting to wear on them in ways they hadn't expected. While they had always managed to live their lives as one, each sister began to realize that they had different dreams, desires, and even interests. Over time, it became clear that they wanted more independence, more space to grow as individuals. For years, the idea of living apart was something they had discussed privately. But it wasn't until much later that they both realized it was no longer just a dream, it was something they both needed. The process of living as conjoined twins had always been a delicate balance of cooperation. Every decision, every movement required coordination. And as they entered adulthood, Abby and Brittany wanted to experience life in ways they hadn't been able to before. The decision to separate was not made lightly. Abby and Brittany consulted with medical professionals and spent years discussing what it would mean to their lives. Could they physically live apart? Could the surgery be successful? The medical community had studied conjoined twins extensively, and while some cases of separation had been successful, the process was not without risks. The sisters knew that separating was a big step, but it was also an opportunity to experience life as individuals in a way they never could before. In the end, Abby and Brittany decided that it was time to move forward. They were going to undergo the surgery that would separate them. The news hit the media, and the world watched closely, eager to see how the separation would unfold. Some people were skeptical, unsure if the surgery could truly give them the freedom they longed for. Others were excited, hopeful that Abby and Brittany would finally be able to live their lives on their own terms. The separation surgery was complex and filled with challenges. It was a lengthy procedure that took months of preparation. There were countless discussions with doctors, a lot of planning, and, of course, plenty of emotional moments. But finally, the surgery was a success. Abby and Brittany were no longer physically connected. They had become two separate individuals, still sisters, but with the freedom to pursue their own dreams. As they began their recovery, Abby and Brittany took time to adjust to their new lives. They both had to relearn how to do simple tasks, navigate their personal spaces, and most importantly, figure out who they were as individuals. They were no longer just conjoined twins, they were now two women, each with her own life to live. But despite the physical separation, their bond remains as strong as ever. They are still there for each other, still family, still inseparable in heart and soul. Abby and Brittany's decision to separate was not just about gaining independence. It was about growth. It was about realizing that they had the right to live their own lives, to make their own choices, and to follow their own paths. Their journey together has been one of the most inspiring stories of resilience and love. And now, as they continue on their separate journeys, they're showing the world that no matter how big the obstacles, no matter how challenging life can be, the power of family and love can carry you through anything. If you found Abby and Brittany's story inspiring, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories, and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts. What do you think about their decision to live apart?